What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. This time, we're asking the age-old question, should you spend stones or skip on this, what I can only assume to be a late April Fool's joke, Intelligence LR Rose Legendary Summon?
Hear my thought. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my home.
So we are going to go over this banner, take a look at it, front, back, and center, and see if there's any possible justification. Is there any possible reason? Is there any possible valid, just anything that you can pull out of, the netherworlds, the underworlds, the heavens, to convince you to summon on this legendary summon banner? Because it is an odd one, to say the least. Let's go over this banner, starting with LR Intelligence Rose. Now, with all that crap that I've talked about it, because being pretty negative, let's be honest, this unit is fantastic. Very, very, very good. Very, very, very powerful. Hits like an absolute truck. Not particularly that old. Obviously came out during the 5th year anniversary, alongside of the Broly, trio there, the movie Broly trio. This was the representation of the Goku Black saga, because obviously this that 5th year anniversary was split into 2 different celebrations, or it was a joint celebration, really. It was the Broly movie for Dragon Ball Super, and it was the Goku Black arc, or the Future Saga arc for Dragon Ball Super, right? And so he was the representation of it on that legendary banner, since we typically get a double LR legendary banner. We got it in the 4th year, we got it in the 5th year, we got it in the 6th year. So he, I would say, is the better character. And the reason why is his links are pitch perfect with other Goku Blacks, Zamaz's, and typically any character from that Future Saga that's extreme. He's just like a fantastic, fantastic partner. And the fact that he does an insane amount of damage. His damage is actually broken, and that's because of his passive. Whoopsie. So let's actually take a look at this dude. Let's go all the way to his LR form. And he's been around for a while, so you kind of already know what he does, but gives himself 66% attack and defense, which is not bad. So essentially, even without super attacking or doing anything like that, he'll be sitting around 80, 90k defense for the most part. 6% attack each time his key raises by 1, up to 120%. So at full key, he's going to have 120%. Key plus 2 with each final blow delivered. So every time he kills an enemy and you move on to the next stage, he's going to gain another 2 key. You can do that up to 3 times. And you recover 6% HP at the end of turn, which he gets hit. So that's really, really good. What's even better is he greatly raises his defense when he super attacks on his 12 key and his 18 key. So what you really want to do with this LR Int Rose is get hit after he super attacks. Because if you get hit before, you're going to be under 100k defense. You can get hit really hard from certain enemies. If you get hit after you super attack, well, then you're gaining a 50% boost. So if you're at 90,000 defense, you're gaining 45k on top of that. So it's a very good thing. If you're at 100,000, then you're gaining 50k, right? So goes up and up from there. So this dude is really good. He hits extremely hard. That 6% attack scales like a mother. So don't be surprised with this guy doing 5 million attack stats at 55%. Very, very solid. And his animations are absolutely beautiful. Next, Physical Dabura. So, Physical Dabura, actually really, really high level card here. He's one of my favorites to use in the Majin Buu Saga team. So this is his level 120, right? This guy raises defense, so he's a defense stacker. Unlike the LR Rose, who only gets it for that one turn, this man stacks his defense, and he greatly lowers defense, which is good. 120% attack and defense. He has a 25% chance to stun the attacked enemy for 2 turns. That's 30% on Japan. We will eventually get up there. So he's 25%. Able to stun the attacked enemy for 2 turns. Keep that in mind that unlike the Tech Raditz, who stuns you when he attacks you, or he has like a 50% chance to stun, whatever that is, that's only for 1 turn. This is for 2 turns, so it works more like a super attack stun, because super attack stuns are always 2 turns. He also is a Majin Buu Saga extreme support, so he gives 2 key and attack and defense 30% for any extreme unit in the Majin Buu Saga, which guess what is like almost all Majin Buu characters. So he's a fantastic support there. He does have a few wonky links like Majin Resurrection Plan and Master of Magic, but all the other ones are pretty solid. Even Loyalty is kind of crappy. Brutal Beatdown's good. Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, all very, very good. So his links are the only thing you can kind of give him a bad score on, but everything else is pretty solid. Then you have GT Final Form Frieza, and here is where you start busting. Here is where you start just not doing well, all right? This guy is fascinating. He's got a 30% chance to stun on his super. Attack and defense 80%, plus an additional 100% attack, and attacks effective against all types if the super attack is sealed. Where's the problem with that? Well, there's 2 problems. Number 1, there are a lot of enemies that cannot have their attack sealed. If you go into most Dokkan events, if you go into Legendary Goku event, if you go into a lot of the Dokkan battlefields, if you go into the Infinite Dragon Ball history, right? So there's a lot of events that, characters can't have their attack sealed. Second problem, he doesn't seal himself, meaning he himself cannot seal others. The way that I worded the first sentence sounded like he would seal himself. No. What I mean is he cannot seal other characters. He can't seal their super attacks. So he has a attack boost based off other characters on your team having the capability to seal. That's just not good enough. And so he's not really somebody you would ever bring along onto a team. He's got great links for a Frieza unit. And, I mean, let's be honest, there's really no GT Friezas around, so he's very unique. But besides that, you're not going to use him. This Vegeta, once he's Extreme Z8'd, he is very, very solid. Let's actually take a look at what he looks like as an Extreme Z Awakened character, because I have him here, 15 out of 15 rainbow starred. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, so that's going to be like LR Int Rose, except he does it for his attack as well. And he's an orb changer, so AGL to strength. He gives himself 20% attack and defense for every orb he gets. If he's facing a Goku's family enemy, it'll actually be 25% attack and defense. He's got pretty solid links here for Vegetas and just any other Saiyan in general. So this guy, as a Extreme Z Awakened unit, is actually pretty darn good. So that's not a bad pull. Unfortunately, he's been on 10 million plus 1 banner. So the chances that you have him, and you probably already have him Easy 8, and you probably already have him Rainbowed, are very high. In Cooler. So Intelligence Metal Cooler, another solid Extreme Z Awakened character. Let's actually switch over to that one and take a look, because in my opinion, he's one of the top end of EZA characters. Supreme damage massively lowers defense. That's an 80% debuff for 3 turns. That's really good. On top of that, he gives himself 50% attack and defense. So he can get hit hard. Keep that in mind. He can get hit hard, but he gives all allies 30% attack, and he gives extreme allies 3 key and 40% defense. So he's giving extreme allies 3 key, not 2, 3, 30% attack, and 40% defense. That's actually pretty solid. And then in terms of links, auto regeneration, not particularly good unless if he's alongside other metal coolers, as you can see here, or a random random, what's his face over there? Shocking Speed, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, Thirst for Conquest, Fear of Faith, Shattered Limit. Really good links, right? Really solid links. So he's a very, very strong Extreme Z Awakened character. If we keep going, Tech Bardock just got his Extreme Z Awakening, or fairly recently, on Global. He's another extremely powerful unit. Stacks attack and defense, immense damage, lowers attack and defense, not by a huge margin. I think it's only 30% attack and defense that he lowers against the enemy. So it's not a massive amount, but not bad. Not bad at all. 100% attack and defense. Key +1 plus an additional 50% attack when facing 2 or more enemies, or 2 or less enemies. So that's going to be the majority of the time, right? He's going to give himself 1 key, and he's going to be at 150% attack. And then an additional 1 key and attack and defense 30% when facing only 1 enemy. So then, on top of that, he'll get even more bonus. So he'll be sitting at, if you're facing just 1 enemy, he'll be sitting at 2 key, right? So just giving himself a passive 2 key on top of that. And then he'll be giving himself 180% attack and then 130% defense. So very, very solid. And then in terms of links, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Berserker, Garbage Link, Brutal Beatdown, over 9,000, Final Fierce Battle, Prepared for Battle. Over 9,000, really weird why they have that in there, but he's not really going to be sharing it with many people. And then Berserker, the reason why I say it's terrible is because you have to be below 50% HP, which you're not going to want to stay around 50% HP, so you won't get that attack boost for that long. I believe it's a 30% attack boost or something like that. They should have lowered the HP restriction. What I mean by that is instead of 50%, it should have went level 1 goes 55, level 2 60, level 3 65, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? But besides that, whatever. So Tech Bardock, and then you have Tech Majin Vegeta. Again, also having Extreme Z Awakening. Where is my Tech Majin Vegeta? There you go. I actually don't have his Super Tech at 15 out of 15. That will be happening in the future. I do have all his paths open though, so we will be getting that up there. But attack and defense 60% at start of turn, raises ki by up to 3, and raises attack and defense 60% up to 60%. The more HP remaining, the greater the stat boost, plus an additional 88% attack if HP is less when performing a super attack once only. So it's kind of like a one-time passive. This guy's definitely better than what he was before, but I would say he's still kind of like a weaker Extreme Z Awakening because he's kind of conditional on having his HP pretty high up there. I'd say he's still pretty good though because of his super attack being an attack all and all that stuff. So yeah, let me take that back. I didn't mean to say weaker. I just meant to say he's not like a top echelon Extreme Z Awakening. Next up, AGL, Android 17. So, AGL, Android 17, this is a very old unit. I actually don't know why I wanted to awaken, but this is a very old unit. I've actually had him rainbowed for a long time. Needs an Extreme Z Awakening. Supreme damage greatly lowers defense. AGL and 2 key, attack and defense 25%. Not good enough. Needs an Extreme Z Awakening. If we keep going, I think there's 2 more here. Yeah, the AGL cell. Okay, this AGL cell is very interesting. Let's go over to him real quick. Where is that boy? Here he is. AGL cell. Let's go to. I guess I reversed him for whatever reason. Raises attack and defense. Supreme damage to enemy lowers defense. Attack 20%, defense 50% per orb obtained. All allies 2 key with 2 or more rainbow spheres obtained. So if you grab 2 rainbow orbs, everyone gets 2 key. And attacks effective against all types when all allies are in the Otherworld category. So if you are rocking a full Otherworld category, his attacks are effective against all type. So also stacking attack and defense, lowering defense. So he's not bad. Again, you're not going to see too many perfect cell angels. And his links are not bad either. So this guy's actually halfway decent. Unfortunately, on Otherworld's warrior category, are you going to be bringing a lot of extreme units, or are you going to be bringing a lot of, super units because of the Pycon that came out, and you got Gogeta on there, you got some other good super units. So I don't really know. If you start building out more Otherworld extreme units on there, then maybe he'll be someone that you can consider bringing along onto that team. I think we have one last one. Yes. Okay. So Tech Frieza. Does he have an Extreme Z Awakening? I'm sure I would have already done it if that's the case. No, actually, this Tech Frieza, is this him right here? Yes, this is him right here. No Extreme Z Awakening, but I do have him rainbowed. So stacks attack and defense, cause supreme damage, rare chance of stunning the enemy, not a fan of that. 120% attack, 100% defense when performing a super attack. All right, so he has no stats before he supers. That sucks. Changes intelligence orbs to rainbow. That's not bad. Reduces damage received by 40% when all allies are in the other world category. Much better. much better. So he's an orb changer. His stats are really high. You're not dependent on getting a bunch of orbs. And he's orb changing. And he has a ridiculous damage reduction if he's on that other world categories. Again, other world warriors, put more extreme units on there. Boom, you will definitely bring this guy along. If he gets an Extreme Z Awakening, you can up that stun chance, which would be really, really good. Maybe start greatly raising his attack and defense. That would be actually insane. Change that supreme damage to immense, and then he'll be absolutely monstrous. So, the verdict. Should you spend stones or skip on this LR Intelligence Rose banner? I mean, guys, the answer is pretty simple. Skip. Skip. For goodness sake. With that said, I do need more gold coins, so I'm actually going to do one summon on it.
What?
Yes, indeed. Yes, the Mad Lad is doing one summon. And no, I'm not expecting to get anything, though that Vegeta just showed up, and hopefully I can get a fusion. Not expecting to get anything, I won't. But I do need to build back up to 500 gold coins. So what better way to do that than to just summon on random legendary banner. So this will be the only summon that you see on this banner. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't followed, goodness gracious, click that blue join button down below. Join the ranks of Wolverine Gaming and the Boomer Elite, the Boomer Champions. If you want to do it the free-to-play way, gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.